this second one. Let's see. Is it working? Yep. Alright, so we got the stream working in YouTube. So there's many things that I can draw and talk about, but today I want to talk about musicians. There's many things happening right now with like trending topics like Vegeta's mom and the X-Men that are getting a reboot. But I've been staying a little bit on my lane, and I want to continue to do that, to honor, you know, individuality, to honor my space. Let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out the TikTok stream, and I'm gonna be drawing old musicians at that. Old musicians, musicians that are happy, musicians that are sad, just musicians in general. So just bear with me. Let's see if this thing could be here with all its glories and colors. Alright, now I can bend it down. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna start with this old man. Hello. We're gonna start with this old man. Yeah, there's no way to get. Let's see something. Oops. Drawing. It's the thing. Let me see if I can put some music for people on TikTok. Let's see. Trying to get this comfortable. I like the music that I'm listening to on the stream. Alright, so let's see. Trying to see if anybody wants to join the stream. Let's send it on. No, let me just have something. And as I sit here, this is what I want to focus on. So these sketches should be fast and shouldn't be focusing on the details. But I'm doing something real fast. Let's see. So copy this. Let's take a screenshot. Oops. I got messages. Let's see. That would be the perfect angle there. Alright, so how am I doing this? Taking a screenshot. And I'll post it on Instagram. Hello, hello. The beginnings of the streams can be a little slow. Let's see. So I'm doing a live stream right now, and in the live stream we're drawing musicians. Could be old people, but I want to capture some sort of emotion. Whoops, some sort of emotions in the sketches, but mainly like in body language. So come through, join me. The more we do, the better we get. The more we do, the better we get. That's the music on TikTok. You don't like it? Let's see. Let's go with a little bit of jazz. So here we go. I'm gonna put a timer also, just so that I can keep myself on check. A lot of changes. A lot of changes. Alright. And what is this? Music. Stopwatch, timer. And where's the timer? Over here. Let's go with some lo-fi. Let's go shuffle. Alright. Timer, timer, timer. Clock. Alright, and here it is. Where did it show up? All the way up here. Let's put it right above my head. How about on this side? Where's the clock? It's hidden. No clock. Let's see if we can just reset. There we go. Reset. Now we get to put a, where do we put the timer? Put it right here. Alright, so, and we get started in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna be drawing musicians. 17 minutes on the clock. Does it have the 17 minutes? Yes. And there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna get restarted. We got a face. The eye should be there. The hat should be here. The top of the hat. So I want to see also, what do I make with this musician? Should make some sort of composition with the musicians. I'm wondering if there should be a band of sad musicians, and then I can come up with a story about why they're sad, or if they're just old. What are they, sad or are they old? Alright, so by the way, my nails are really long. I've been playing a little bit of strings these past couple of days, so it's been nice to have long nails and not bite them. I'm a little more conscious of my nails now that I'm using them to play strings. Salud. And now I'm playing guitar, playing ukulele, I'm playing all. Let me see if this is all being picked up. Yeah. So let me know if you guys can hear me. And also the people have go through things every once in a while, but music is the thing that gets people excited. Hello, hello. We're drawing a musician. Let's see if I can put it like that so that glare doesn't pop up. And we're drawing an older gentleman here with his saxophone, actually. So you guys hear the saxophone in TikTok. I'm trying to add saxophone. Let me know what you guys think of this setup. Is it too uncomfortable with the glare? Oh, actually, I can just move it up like that. It's another glare. Alright. So we got the saxophone that comes all the way up here. Coincidentally, saxophones are being played. Alright. Now we can. Alright, so we got 13 minutes left. 13 minutes left. So we're doing. Let's see. We're doing a 17-minute sketch. In 17 minutes, we have to have something defined over here. Alright, let's actually switch these two things. Switch this device for this device. Today I'm not accepting invites because last time I did that I had a hard time controlling the stream. Oh yeah, that's right. I did this last time. Can you turn off that light, dude? Turn it off. Thank you. Alright. Alright, I'm trying to see if you guys can see that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna change phones. Maybe this phone has a better camera. Oh, I forgot to pause it. I'm gonna pause it real quick just so that I can continue this reassembling. Hello, I'm gonna change cameras real quick, so this phone is gonna stop the live and then we're gonna continue with this one. Just trying to work on better quality. Just 1 second. Alright, here we go. Let's see. How do I make it full screen? There we go. Alright. We can go ahead and continue. Hello, hello. So today we're drawing musicians, and we got 15 minutes on the clock. And we got one hand right here. The other one over here. So he's hugging his saxophone. Oh yeah, we forgot about his legs. Alright, we got, is the time running? Yeah, the time is running. Alright, I just need her to reset. Zoom in a little bit. So sitting down is supposed to be like this, right? But that's if it's sideways. Alright. When they're in the front, it's supposed to be like this. But if they're sideways, somewhat sideways, everything points to one side. And then you go down. Alright, here we go. There's shirt coming out in the back. So drawing musicians have become a thing I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. I've been drawing a lot of mainly guitarists. That's one guy. People playing live. These guys. So it's pretty much me, or what I wish to be being. And yeah. Schedule a live stream to draw guys with guitar. That was the goal. And I have a guy with a saxophone. Okay, so at least we draw musicians. Let me know what you guys think about music these days. What's your favorite genre? What's your favorite? Let's zoom in over here. There you go, you can see the drawing. So what's this guy's name? This guy's name is Daniel. I'm just kidding. It's coming up with random names that I just read a name. Alright, so we pretty much have a rough structure. And we can, so that's, oh, the timer's not running. Why does it stop working? Still at 655. 655. We have a rough sketch. Now I can focus on the details. And I always like to do the first drawing should be something simpler. I always like to say that, but today I didn't follow that just because this was the first model or reference that popped up, and I just went with it. But alright. Oops. And you see the difference? Now I'm fixing things. The difference of how long those limbs are compared to. Let's see. Didn't go. Comparison to my fix, which is something like that. So they say take a break, look back, or step back from the painting, and then you will see new details. Right away I see that these legs are longer. Alright. And this leg could be a little bit thicker. So there's a little bit of a delay in the video from people listening to me on TikTok. Alright. Here we go. I think his head should be a little lower. Let's bring it down even. There. Curve this up. Hey, what's up, Sigma? The kitteneris. Kitten Rhines. Alright. So 6 minutes, and it froze the time again. Wonder why it's doing that. But the time is still running. 3 minutes. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we have one eye over here, we have a mustache, and a mouth. Let's fix this hat. Alright. We have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Let's see, what can we clean up? We have the shirt. So this could be considered figure drawings with a little bit more time. I was using also Dragon Ball Z characters to do figure drawings the past couple of weeks, or months actually, not weeks. Past last couple of months. Where we have this little line over here. Alright, so the saxophone comes up, should be the bottom of it right here. Goes down, and it spins. So his leg comes all the way around. And I'm doing musicians as a random topic, because lately I've been getting into music, getting into the music world, and I just thought it's fitting to draw people who are musicians. Let's bring it down a little bit. Alright, time is almost up. Alright, that guy, we got 29 seconds. Black Hercules. Alright. Almost up. Time's almost up. And time is up. We have this old guy. And he's done. Let's see. It's a lot of feathers. Gary Sanchez. Let's draw musicians. I wanted to draw that girl though, but since we are drawing musicians, let's find my musicians. Music. There we go. Musicians. Alright. So we finished that guy. Let's start a new one. And now, yeah, so loosening up your wrist is always good with circles or lines or diagonals, so that when you do a line, like for example, now his head is a circle with a square in it. You start seeing, I'm starting to see more shapes. Now his curve and his back. We got the line over here. And it feels like he has super long arms. His limbs are pretty long compared to his body. At least that's what it feels like. I'm gonna do some curls. Shoulders coming out over here. There's other shoulders coming out. And the more you do a pose, the more confident you become. about the pose. There we go. I think he put his pants high-waisted. Alright, so his waist is right there. Let me erase this. Let's do his nose. Alright. And let's just move a little bit more to the right. Make his head a little taller. One hand over here, and let's put the other one like over here. Not so curved, but not so. I did his hands way too long, but it might have a interesting composition. Let's do that. Oh, close, and then this part. Okay. Bring it lower. His hair all the way colored. See, the other thing is his sleeve is shorter. Than his hand. Let's finish this guy up. Well, you know what I realized? That we didn't start our timer. Let's choose at least 10 minutes. And before we start that, see how we're doing with volume. just move the camera from here. I think that's my account too. Of what? There you go. Alright, 8 minutes. Hey, what's up, Mark? I'm drawing musicians playing, doing their thing. Alright. So, because the guitar's in the way, I'm gonna have to just, let me erase that. You could draw over it, but I'm gonna move it up anyway, so might as well just draw it, erase it now. Boom. And bring it down. The other pants go that way. Maybe I can make it even longer. Okay. So doing a study is pretty much figure drawing, doing a study of something. Then you can, once you see in the pose, you study it, then you can redraw it from your memory or from a drawing, but it should be faster. So you're trying to capture the essence. That should always be the goal, to capture the essence, to capture the spirit of the picture, the energy. Okay. Let's make it smaller. And for some reason, when things are too long, like the legs, for example, I like the legs to be usually shorter, the arms longer. Alright, so here we have the guitarist, but without the guitar. So let's add the guitar. So I'll do a square, and then I'll just carve it out. Carve this out. This out, and this could go out. I got to clean all this up. 3 more minutes left. And I don't know why, every time I'm doing something with a guitar or an instrument, it turns into a very hard drawing. You know, I know that people are head, shoulders, arms, waist, and legs. But when they have something in their hand, it becomes a different beast. When they got the guitar, it's like boom. I lose sense of anatomy pretty much, and that's why I'm drawing. What happened? I'm on the stream. I'm talking to the world. The world. Stranger dangers. I'm talking to strangers, yes. But they can become friends once you meet them. Strangers are strangers until they become friends. Alright. And here we have the fingers and the thumb. Okay. 1 minute left. Or actually 2 minutes. 2 minutes. But I can start coloring in this part, so we can separate. I'm not too pleased with the pose. Not my favorite. But something is something. Something's better than nothing. La musique. Is it that my brush is too small? Is that why? For some reason, I don't feel too happy with the sketch. Maybe the size of my brush, or it's just the fact that I haven't drawn in a while, so I have to do it more and more often. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna do some details on the guitar. The structure itself is not so clear. Let's add the eyes. And time is up. Let me see if... Oh yeah, if people can hear her. Let's see. So at this point, after 10 minutes, now I can zoom in and start doing some details. Should we do that? Should we do details on this guy, or should we just move on to the next one? As I sketch, let me do something. The musician. Let me write something over here, because I want to encourage people to write as they draw. The guitarist. The guitarist. Playing his heart out. to the girl of his dreams. Okay. I'm gonna just do the face real quick. Let's do 5 minutes for the face. Alright, so we find 5. Minutes on the clock. Okay. Let's change the eraser. So once the whole figure is done, now you can move on to the details. And we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So we're not too fixated, but we are doing some carving out and carving in, or carving and erasing, or adding and taking away. That's it. So we'll treat this this moment as this sketch as a sculpture. I'm doing some of the hair just because the hair is very shiny. Alright, let's go in the face. And that's the process that I take when I'm working on something. Okay, now I can make the sketch a little smaller. I mean the brush a little smaller. Okay, now I got to fix the mouth and the face. Mustache. Let's take away this line. Alright, open up the eye a little bit. Just fill it in. Seems like he's singing. Alright, we got a chin over here. Alright, we got something. And usually the face is the main focal point of the drawings. So, hey, what's up, Drake? The face is usually the focal point, and the hands. So we have what? We have 2 minutes left. Let's go ahead and clean up the hands as well. Even though like the body and the legs, they're like a little messy, but if we focus on the hands, clean them up. People look at the face because that's the subject, and then they look at the hands to see what they're grabbing, what they're doing. Usually the actions get shown by the hand. And so let's go ahead and clean them up. We got one finger over here. The sketching process is add and take away. So I'll do all this. Let's say I just color it up. and then with the eraser I'll just clean it up. And we discover fingers. Discover one finger here, the next finger over here, and so it's sort of like painting now. That's the trick. Okay. Let me know what you guys think of art these days with the whole AI thing, attacking musicians, and I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think musicians and artists are gonna die? And the duck is quacking. Alright, let me just do this real quick. Musicians and artists are gonna die of hunger? Or will there be a renaissance of music? Alright. Hands are huge. Just do the other one right away. So we got 1 and 2. So I'm gonna do real quick fingers. This one has alright. We got nails here. Here we go. So there we have it. A musician. Oh yeah, the shoes. I forgot about the shoes. Forgot about the shoes. Alright, we got 1 and 2. And that's a very iconic move, but I've never done it before, so it was a bit of a struggle. Because also some parts are showing, like in this one would have been an easier sketch of that pose. Wow, this is very interesting. Look at this leg over here on the left. Alright. I don't know any of these musicians, so I'm learning about music as I draw. I wish there was no copyright issues, so I could just look them up and play their music. But I'm not on Twitch, so we'll continue. Alright. Let me draw this cheekbone over here. Pretty happy with the cleanup process for this hand. Okay, since we're gonna call it a finished sketch, let's do it over. Alright, I guess we can call it done. too small. We got 1 and 2. I always say that the second sketch usually comes out way better than the first one. And the first one is just like my hands are sore or not loose, and then the second one much better. Alright, let's see what the next. Let's do that. I was gonna skip it because I usually don't draw those poses, but that's what we're here doing, things that we don't usually do. Alright, so we got that. Now let's do his body. We got the body. We got a shoulder over here, a shoulder over here. And we think of them as the limbs, like the arms, as cylinders. Where's my water? Where's my water? Alright. So one thing that I was saying in the past was that it's always good to create your sketches with not so many traces or not so many lines, not doing this. But I always break that promise because it's my struggle, as I said. I wish I could just do one line. Alright. So we got this guy over here. Let's erase. And let me see. I just drew the arm in a very weird position. So when drawing, right, it's cool like to find things that you like to draw, but sometimes you gotta draw what you've never drawn before. And I've never drawn somebody in this position, because that's when you really are pushing yourself to remember anatomy. Like, yes, do not start with this sort of poses or this sort of figures, because then it'll be discouraging to draw. But when you have already done the guy who's standing straight or who's doing a kick or who's running, you know, like this position I remember, or the one who's standing straight. But the ones that are doing something, those are hard, you know, and that's what we gotta polish. Alright, so remember not to get focused on details, just grabbing. Oh, I forgot my timer again. Still the lack of doing the streams. Let's do 10 minutes, since I think we have about 10 minutes. 5 minutes drawing this. So we got this guy, and then we're gonna do his legs. We got one leg and then the other leg. Okay. We got his face over here. And the reason why it's not good to have all those traces as you're drawing is because you have to erase them later, or you get confused on which line is the one that you want to actually follow. Alright, we're going to do his hairline, his ear over here. Welcome, welcome. Alright. So now we have the cello. So this is a pretty much like, if you think of a cube, this would be the position that the cello is in. So the best thing to do is to focus only on the front. Focus on this part, and then just replicate this part, or add it afterwards, because otherwise you'll get confused. Alright, let's think of this like one shape. Just goes like this. Can't really see the other side, but I'm thinking of it like one shape. And then let me see. So the reason why it's easier to focus on this one shape is because now I can carve it out. I can carve out the things. But before I start doing that, I want to see if I measured a little. If I measure some things correctly. Shorten up his hand. Alright, let's just shrink all this. Some sort of structure here. What is that? Alright, we can leave that for later actually. What's up, what's up? Alright, there we go. So now we take away from the piece that we already made, and then we do the illusion of 3D in a little second. So what this one would just be imitation of this. Take away this part, bringing it down. This connects down here, and then we continue. Replicated this, and then this part would be the same. Straight line for under. And there we have it. One side of a cello. Pretty sure the other side should be the same. So I'm gonna just imagine it. And the other thing is, yeah, imagination plays a big role. But once you learn the structures, then you can pretty much move them around. Sort of like if you have a cube, knowing what the cube was going to be on this side is just a matter of imagination. So you can grab it and see it in your head, and you can turn it around, and now you have the same cube but on this side. So this is the front. Then yeah, but for accuracy you gotta practice. This is going up. In this picture you can't really see. Alright, let's bring up the neck of the cello. Down. The time of this stream so far. Where do I see the time? An hour and 15 minutes. Okay, let's get back into this. So the details feel exhausting when you're doing them if you can't see, because you're using your imagination. If you can't see something, then that's where the problem begins, because you don't know what it looks like, and then you start imagining it and it doesn't look like what you want it to, then you get exhaustion. But if you just make it up, like for example, if you're not so trying to make it right, now you can have fun again. Like if I were to make this sort of like a helmet of a gladiator or something, then it becomes fun again, and I don't need to worry about what the top of this cello has. Let me just do these things. Time is up. Let's add 5 more minutes. And this is only for the sketch. What did I do? There we go. Can't see the foot. Alright, we got. Alright, I think we should just focus on the guy, not on the background. And let's zoom in on the face. Okay. There we go. Some hair. Even though he's bald. Tie. Okay, so we have a minute left. Let's do the fingers. And the other hand. "17 seconds. And time's up. Alright, let's just color it in real quick. We're done. Alright. let's do one last one. I do want to go back to this guy though. I want to find his drawing. So you see, like I said, every time it just gets better and better. So that's the third one. Let's see, number 3. Let's see what today's day is. 8 18 19. Even though it says January 9th for some reason on the iPad, it is the 18th. 26. Okay, this is number 2. Same day. Wow, my memory is fading in and out. So 3, 2, and then this is 1. Let's move these legs all the way down here. Alright. Let's do the last one. Let's start 4, 8, 18, 26. So this one has his head. I think I tried doing this the other day, but it wasn't successful. So we go and the body's gonna lean forward and lean down. We got shoulders, one shoulder over here, another shoulder over here. We got the hand coming down, and one hand there, the other hand on the other. Let me see. How do I pop up this window? Open preview. There we go. Oops. Windowed. There we go. Yeah, that's more live. Okay. And let's start the timer. So we'll do 10 minutes. Actually, let's do 13 minutes. Okay. So we have the body with high-waisted pants. So this one I'm more aware of all the decisions that I have to make, like don't go over a line more than 2 times. And this is for aesthetic and for discipline that I'm doing this. So when you mark your lines, you make them more confident, and there's less erasing to do later. Now I'm trying to find all the angles right away. Okay, we got the arm. And we got fingers coming down. Let's wait for fingers for later. We got the neck. We got the alright. And this guy's holding a saxophone. So for the saxophone, what I'm gonna do is do a big cylinder that is sort of shrinking at the top, even bigger. So one cylinder over here. So I'll have to break it into 3 cylinders. One cylinder that goes down, and this other one that starts from the bottom here and goes up and ends up right here. For right now, it's just a straight cylinder. And then another one that goes from here and goes forward. And at this point, I'm just doing straight lines so that I don't have to, so it just is easier. So I'm just putting the things, just putting them down so we have a map to go from. Alright. And this is the first 10 minutes again. First 10 minutes if I'm doing a sketch. I want to get faster every time. I want to get faster when I'm doing figure drawings. And this is what this is. We're not finalizing a drawing. We're not doing this to finish the drawing. But if we can learn how to get closer to that, that'd be ideal. Alright, let's see. Now, that was 5 minutes. Now, I need to start focusing on details a little bit. Well, first, finish over here. And that's it. Since the main focus of this drawing is the saxophone, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the saxophone and then mold everything else around. Alright, the saxophone is coming out through here. Let's circle it here. Erase over here. Some details for that, for the shirt. Alright, now I realize that the head can go a little higher. He has a long face. But that would give it space for 7 minutes. Alright, we can erase this. And then the mouthpiece. Move it up. Negative space is also something else that we gotta look out for. At least it speeds up the process of getting angles and getting shapes also better. So you see, like, this space right here compared to the one that we have on the picture is way too big. So now I get to focus on making this shape and not so much on the figure. And that may have helped the image, because as we're drawing what we think we see. But if we focus on the negative shapes, that helps us see. I'm gonna circle this in so that we can see it. It helps us become more accurate in the shapes that we're forming. But if you're styling, like I like the shoulders to be a little bit more pointy, that's a different story. Alright, we got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. Okay. We got that top hat or fedora. His face should have been pointed down a little bit. And let's get this this player playing. Has a very fine nose. Okay, the rope that's holding the saxophone. And the saxophone has a lot of little intricacies. That's why I don't think I've ever drawn a saxophone player before, because of all the little details. Like I said, it was a cylinder that we had, so we'll still treat it like a cylinder for now. 1 minute left. What do I do in 1 minute? Well, let's focus on the fingers. Probably add more time. Time is up, and let's do another 5. Okay, and okay. Let me just add this shadow it in a little bit, just add the shapes. Check. 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 How do I mute myself? All right. And okay, we have 50 seconds. So in that time, let's just focus real quick on his face. And I mean, I like the way his nose looks. Now the mouth is the part. So this is a study, right? Now if I were to do this again, I'll add my flavor. Like when I was doing Dragon Ball Z's, because I've done Dragon Ball Z's a lot, Dragon Ball Z characters, I sort of added my flair. But for this one, I'm staying a little bit. Time is up. Staying a little closer to the reference. Okay. Oh, I have the wrong thing. This one. And that is number 4. Let's try it again on this. Every time somebody's into their craft, except for artists or painters, they close their eyes. But singers, when they're instrument players, they close their eyes when they're playing. They're having fun. Imagine a painter just closing his eyes, like, wow, that'd be amazing. To just express how much joy they're expressing through their drawing. There we go. Okay, so we have these 4 drawings. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's see if we can find the older guy. See if we find the older. Not there. don't have the old guy. Let me see. There it is. Oh, darn it. Did I not save it? Find this old man. All right. Before we go, what should be our last drawing? I know I said that was the last drawing. But I've been wanting to draw Wolverine. Keeps popping up in my head. So let's draw some Wolverine. Let's go to fan art. Did these last time. That one I didn't finish because that stream didn't go through. Let's go with this one. So I was drawing musicians, but now I feel like I did enough musicians, so I want to draw a Wolverine. Let's go. So the new Wolverine game is coming out, and some people are not happy with the gameplay, and I agree. You know, by this time I think we should evolve gameplay to another level, implement things that we once thought impossible and just add them in there. Hey, what's up? Have you seen the new Wolverine trailer? What do you think of it? People are saying that the gameplay of it is like something that we've seen in 2009, and now we're in 2026. So I think that's something that has stole video games. I didn't, but I'm going to go look at it. Okay, cool. Yeah. And people are, you know, saying that the fight with the Sentinel, it's pretty boring, which I agree. It's just, I was playing the Ninja Turtle game, the Shredder's something, Revenge of Shredder, and they have that too, and I was like, wow, that it's an old gameplay, you know. God of War, I feel like revolutionized gameplay for a bit. It was super advanced for its time, and we stuck there, you know. We stayed there in the God of War era of like mash a button when it prompts it before the time runs out, because otherwise you gotta start the mission over. And I feel like Wolverine is gonna have that. The Sentinel fight is just like the smashing of the god Poseidon, I think. We fight Poseidon and he's just smashing your hand, smashing the character. One second. So he's just smashing the character and you have to avoid it, and then you hit his arms, and then mission done. They should have made it more like Attack on Titans, something like that. Like you have to climb it and slash it, or even Poseidon. He's my favorite. Oh, nice. Yeah. So I don't know if you ever heard of the game. Dang, it's escaping my mind right now. But it's a game that they made a while ago, and all you do is you fight giants, and the game mechanics for it turned out to be really dope. Um, you're climbing the monster, and every time they move the weak points of where you gotta attack the the Titan. I forgot the name of it per se. Let me see. Uh, 2010 game about giants and titans. Let me see. PlayStation 3. Not Clash of Titans. Game about Titans in 2006 for PlayStation 3. There's no PlayStation 3. Oh, okay, let's see. 2010. Clash of Titans. That's not it. Anyways, the point is that you'll find it. I couldn't find it. But yeah, so you ride horses, a horse that's like it's like a Zelda game, but it was before you could play Zelda in 3D. Yeah, and it was really dope. Like I still play every once in a while because I never finished it. And as the next boss, I'll search for it. It's like for PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Yeah, and every time you beat the boss, it becomes harder and harder and harder every time. And I feel like games have just stuck to one style of gaming, and it becomes the thing. Like, I mean, nothing against shooting games, but that's it. Like, it doesn't go past that. It just to get better and like that, and that's cool. Like you feel like you're getting better, you get faster, you see better, and you become a hunter pretty much. But in these games that are not multiplayer, they could do so much more. They could do so much more. Alright, let me focus a little bit and get some of the detail. And I don't play any like a lot of new games, so I'm just speaking from no experience. Yes, Shadow of Colossus, you're the best. Yes, Shadow of Colossus is the game that I was talking about. The gameplay is insane. It's like, at first it took me a while. Like I left that game because I was like, what are you supposed to do here? Like I couldn't even figure out that the sword is the thing that guides you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the sword guides you, tells you where you gotta go, and that had not been done. Like usually in those games around that time, it was like a little fairy dust or the map that tells you where you gotta go. But in this, it's like you have to use the light of the sun to help you guide yourself. And that is pretty dope. Now everything's giving. Everything's like, oh, You just press a button and it tells you exactly where you gotta go, how far, and how much time you can make it in. Nonetheless, I'm still excited for the Wolverine game. And there was just a new X-Men thing announced also. Do you sell your art? How do you learn? You like drawing? I do have a store online. I sell prints of my art. How did I? My website is Artclstudios, by the way. It's right over there at the bottom. How did I know? How did I learn I like drawing? I I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z, to be honest. Like Dragon Ball Z was what started me drawing, and I was like, oh my god, I want to make something like that. And from there, I just started drawing. I would find shapes. Like my first drawing that I felt like I was proud of, I used a potato, like a magnet potato, to draw Krillin's head. And I was like, oh my god, I can draw Krillin because I could draw a perfect shape with this potato head. Um, and then from there, I did a a Super Saiyan 4 Goku that somebody ended up buying for like $1. And I was like, oh wow, you can make money with this. And not that money was it, but then I learned like the intricacies of drawing figures, and I went to school for it. I went to school, and then I learned a lot about shapes, anatomy, about colors, and about everything that's involved with art. Like I learned about graphic design, and I'm still learning. Like this is the thing about art. An artist is like a doctor. There's always something new and new challenges, like AI that arise. And we have to uh, come together, recollect, and re-express ourselves. And right now, I'm in a process of reconnecting with myself, with my art, and making the art more dynamic and that speaks to bigger audience. That's poetic. AI though will never be better than artists. Yeah, and that's the hard part, right? Like AI will never be better than the artist, but the artist can't get too comfortable either, because the moment we think that we got it, like to be honest, AI can get better than the artist, but there's something that the artist does that we do it for a discovery. Like right now, I'm drawing this Wolverine, and I'm discovering um, my flaws. I'm discovering like my weaknesses. My eyes aren't so sharp, and that you can't discover that if you're using AI. Like a friend of mine just sent me a message. Oh, you gotta do AI because it does animation. It does it so fast, and I was like, I don't even want to respond because it's not the result that it's the beautiful thing. It's the making of it, the process, like figuring out what will make this better. How can I become faster? That's what art is really about for me at the moment. It's not about like how polished can it look at the end, but it's about like discovering, and it's a constant roadmap. Learning is part of the experience, like you said. Yes, yes. Yeah, and it's fun, man. Like it's so much fun to say I want a line over here, I want a line over here, because a line over here. Let me show you something real quick. Everybody, not just you, but I'm speaking to you directly. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you for asking the questions. I did this recently for a friend, and he didn't ask none of it. He didn't ask the fire. He didn't ask for none of it. He just asked for a simple drawing of him, and then in the process, I asked him what his favorite animal was. He sent me a picture of a wolf and a horse mixed together, and it looks like he had golden eyes. And I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my god, what if I draw him as the character?" But then in the process, I just created this. I finished his illustration first, and then I started playing with it. I don't think I could have done like that exact thing with AI. You could probably say yes, add this and that, but like this, add, like, you could type it. And I'm like, how fun would it be for an artist that loves to draw shapes and things to just type his whole way through things, you know? So this is a dancer, and it's so much colors, and I can say how much blue, how much white, how much red, and I don't have to retype, because I've played around with AI, and it's okay. It's okay in the sense of like it creates something, but when you do things by hand, when I do it by hand, I could tell myself when to stop, where I left off, and funny enough, like I can even play it back, you know, and something that AI can't do at the moment. It can't show me the process of the drawing, and the process as we watch it, it could be fun to watch, but to make it, that's incredible. To start with a cylinder and end with a leg, that's, you're a master builder, and that's the goal. Are you into art? And sorry that I'm long-winded with my answers, but it's exciting to talk about this because I'm very passionate about it. AI would make several mistakes besides typing a prompt. It's annoying to use so much texting. Yeah, sorry, I taken so long. Oh, no worries, no worries. I do love art. Nice. What kind of art is your favorite art? Or what's the subject that you love to draw the most? To be fair, I like sculpting more. Oh yeah, do you do 3D sculpting or do you do physical sculpting? For people on YouTube, I'm talking to people on TikTok, just so you know. And I'm reading the answer out loud so that you can hear the answer as well. The way I create, the way I can create whatever I want and make it real world. Oh, nice. That's what's up. That's amazing. Yeah, sculpting is something that I tried in the past, but I move a lot. I'm a sort of a nomad. Is the best for me is not to have anything physical. So that's why I carry with a computer and an iPad. And I've done some sculpting. I'm gonna pause this drawing. I'm gonna show you some sculpting that I've done in 3D. As soon as I can get this. To be fair, that's fair. It's not for everyone. Yeah, it's amazing though. When I see people sculpting, it's such an amazing process to see. Are you doing clay sculpting? Yeah, I did some 3D sculpting. Oh, okay, nice. I did some wood carving. I did some sculpting with cardboard. Let's see. Boom. And with cardboard, it was like discovering like a kid all over again. Alright, let's see. Is this thing? Okay, here we go. So I was doing the elephant, and then I let my daughter color it. Let's see, open. So I've shown you some of the Dragon Ball Z some of the Dragon Ball Z sculptures. That one was really fun to make, and it was pretty simple. And the cool thing, although I don't have a 3D printer, is that these could be printed. I have to go, but I leave as many likes. Oh, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Alright, you take care now. Alright, but yeah, that was my favorite sculpt that I made in this program. Alright, let me close it up. I gotta finish that. Alright, back to Wolverine. I've never done a sculpture of Wolverine, which I maybe should. And I haven't done so much fan art of X-Men. It's not my go-to. Like, I wish I would make more fan art of Ninja Turtles, because I really enjoy Ninja Turtles. But for some reason, I just don't get myself to draw Ninja Turtles. I think I've drawn Spider-Man like 2 times. It's also my favorite. I just either don't find the time, or I like to draw whatever comes up to mind. Sometimes I don't do a lot of planning, and that's probably why. I'll just turn on the iPad and I'll just sketch away. Magnetic. Alright, and then the body could be shorter. I wonder if Hugh Jackman will ever stop being Wolverine. Like, for the new movie, they'll reveal a new Wolverine, and he's out of the picture. Who would be a good Wolverine? Tom Holland. From Spider-Man to Wolverine. Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's get this a little smaller. Shrink. Okay. Let's focus on this leg. Alright, time to turn on this AC so it won't be able to hear me too much. Okay. Start with a blob and end with a bob. The goal is to have more shapes like that, less shapes like this. If I do, one time I was doing industrial design and stuff, like a mouse or a blower, and that really taught me about shapes and about like how to cut into shapes. Even though you have a long line like that, how you can cut back in and then you can erase that, and then you have a clean shape. I don't know what that is. So that's why as an artist, learning about so many different things is a plus, you know, because you can always become better, you know. But focus, you know, learning a lot of things with a focus, not just for fun or because you can draw, because otherwise you never finish any drawing, because you just end up studying your whole life. Alright, we got this guy. We can make his foot a little smaller. It's back here. Alright, I'm just gonna color it in so we can create some contrast between the background and what the black items are. There we go. Alright, let's get his fist. It's pretty cool. I think this is the new costume, because it was usually blue and this one is black. If you leave a little bit of space, a little bit of white, create separation. You can see. And the moment I started shading in, it creates somewhat of a finish look. It's been a fun stream, and ending with a little twist. because we started with drawing musicians, and now we're drawing X-Men. Alright. And it's too early. I usually start streaming way too late, like at 10, 11 around there. And then by the time I get the hang of it, it's already way too late. And I'm exhausted. Still have energy. For this one, I can just color the whole thing and then just open it up again with the eraser, and I'll show the nose and the eye. Make it a little bit smaller. And what if I make it more round and not so pointy? Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Let's see if we can trim it. Or what if we make it blocky? Remove the background noise. Oh, that's cool. Can we remove background noise over here? Nah, I don't know. Let's see how it sounds. See on this thing, where is it? I should be almost done. Shadows of Colossus. Check, check. Why is it a buzzing sound? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Oh, there we go. Check, check, check. All right. Alright, let's continue with this. Hey, what's up, Samurai? Have you ever seen Samurai Wolverine? Or is it Samurai Batman? Oh yeah, I think it's Samurai Batman. They did Batman in an anime style. Alright, let's make his head a little bigger. Let's open up the eyes, the nose, the eyes. Let's see if we have the same angle. I think we gotta make it. Let me see. Boom. Make this. Salud. I think it's time to end this. Let's just do the claws and we're done. Let's make it round again. Alright, and that's the 5th drawing. That's the fifth. 8, 18, 26. Let's have it in the center. Alright, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in, for joining, for liking, for staying all the way to the end if you did. Thank you for tuning in. Peace out.